Good evening. Am I audible to you all? Good evening. Am I audible to you all? Can somebody respond me, please? Devajyoti, can you please respond? Am I audible? Okay, I got the message. So shall I start it now or shall I wait for a few more minutes? Okay, let me start because let me not put you all in waiting mode. Uh, May I request you to switch on your video for a moment so that I can also introduce myself to you and I can see you all also. May I request you to switch on your video? Hello. Okay, fine. Uh, so good evening and a warm welcome to you all. And pleased to get an opportunity to interact with you on the topics that is management of technology and technology for management. As you all appreciate that in today's business, we are increasingly adapting emerging technologies in almost all of our operations. We must be able to manage them effectively to ensure that these technologies are compatible to each other, can be integrated to each other, they are scalable, they are upgradable, and also having a layer of artificial intelligence, which is very important. We must have or to develop right resources to handle these technologies effectively. Otherwise, no point in adapting to such technology, which will create more problem than the ease. As we are adapting emerging technologies, this generates huge data in different operations of the business. Now, for the data-driven decisions, management need the tools to convert this data into information, and from there they should work out for knowledge and wisdom, leveraging different kind of analytics like descriptive analytics, predictive analysis, and prescriptive analytics. Okay, with this, introduction, I will take you through a PowerPoint presentation and we'll get into the various parameters required for management of technology and what are the tools for, required for technology, for management of technology, right? Okay, let me just share this, PowerPoint to you. My screen is visible to you all. Is my screen visible to you all? Can somebody prompt me? Can somebody prompt me? My screen is visible or not? Can somebody answer me? Otherwise, I cannot move forward.
Sir, you are visible. You are visible. My system was completely down.
Screen is visible.
You are
Screen
visible.
visible. Okay. So this is the topic for the day, management of technology and technology for management. Okay. So first we'll see that management, what is the important, why management of technology and how do we manage the technologies is very important. Let's go into that. Basically, managing technology is essential because of various reasons, because you are deploying various kinds of technologies, whether it be I mean in the manufacturing, be it in the supply chain management, be it in the sales and service process, all the places you are applying different kind of process, different kind of technology and all, and for innovation and competitiveness.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, just a minute. Can you see? Can you hear my voice only once, or is there an echo?
No, I'm getting my audio is fine.
Fine, fine. Okay, sir. Please go ahead.
Oh.
Please.
Some key reasons highlighting the necessity for managing technologies. One of the area like innovation and competitiveness, right? Now, technology is the driver for any kind of innovations, right? We use different kind of innovations in our respective business areas, and adopting new technologies and leveraging them for innovation can provide a competitive edge over your other competitors. Different kind of things, I mean, somebody is using MATLAB, somebody is using FabLab, somebody using some other kind of software. So all these things has to be properly managed, and to be managed with the right kind of resources, and it has to be seen that the outcome of those technologies are properly implemented. Then it really helps in your operational efficiency. So you have to manage these technologies, and efficiently it has to be managed so that it can automate your task, it can streamline your business processes, and that leads to cost saving and increased productivity and better resource utilizations, right? Then comes adaptations to change. Why are we implementing technologies or adapting to new technologies? So because it makes your life more easy. It enhances your productivity, enhances your quality, and I mean ultimately it affects your profit and loss. And for that, upskilling of existing manpower and inducting new gen manpower is very essential, because many cases it has been seen that the existing manpowers are not in a position to adapt this kind of technology. So they need to be upskilled, and you have to also replace or induct new gen manpower in this. Then data security and privacy, which is very crucial, because if your data is hacked, data is shared, you should see that your systems, the authority for accessing different data are really managed well, that for a particular segment manager level they can access this kind of data, general manager level they can access different level of data, the working level they can access different kind of data. So all these things has to be defined well, and robust cyber security measures has to be taken so that your data and informations are not hacked by outsiders. Then strategic decisions making. Technology management, provides with the tools and information needed for strategic decision. Strategic, it is for strategic decision making? Because you need to see that what is the past performance, the archive data is there. You have to derive some informations from there, from data to informations you have to do. From there, you derive some knowledges, and you can see the present data trend also. From there, you can take strategic decisions for your future actions. Then compliance and regulations, right? Compliance and regulations, many industries are subjected to regulation and compliance, because particularly GST you have to give in time, you have to give PF. The statutory compliances are very essential. If you fail to meet the statutory compliances, then you will be subjected to various penalties. So these technologies, they automated, this alerts keeps coming, right? Effective technology management involves staying compliant with relevant laws, then pollution control, these kind of things automatically your will be taken care by deploying different technology, and you have to see that these technologies are properly implemented in your organization. For a manufacturing setup, pollution control, then this GST payment, then other kind of safety measures like physical safety, fire safety, and all these kind of things has to be taken into account. Sustainability, technology can contribute to both environmental and economic sustainability. Why they are saying environmental and economic sustainability? It is because we are when we are doing some processing or doing some actions in our business processes, it affects the environment in an adverse way. We should see that, like producing carbon content, then producing effluent water and all. So all this kind of thing has to be taken into considerations. And managing technology includes adopting eco-friendly practices. Eco-friendly practices mean it should not pollute your water, pollute your air, and create a hazardous gas and all these kind of things, right? So the technology, what you are planning to adapt, planning to implement, has to be considered under these considerations, that sustainability is there, compliance to regulation is there or not. Then what is important is that technology integration, scalability. Whatever technology you are thinking of implementing, you should see those technologies can be integrated together or not. Are they scalable? Are they upgradable? Are they converging together? And what is the cost for life cycle management is to be seen, because some of the technology, when you are trying to adapt in your organization, you should see that how long this particular technology will be there. Will it be obsolete after 3 years, 5 years, 7 years? So this kind of thing has to be kept in mind. Managing technology is necessary to harness its potential benefits, right? Address challenges, because the external environment is changing very fast. Nowadays, the technological advancement is happening very fast. So you have to see that the technology, you cannot buy, different technologies for, supporting your particular business processes. So whenever you are implementing a particular technology, you should see that how long this technology can take you to the business processes to, beat your competitors, and no further investment would be required for another 7 years, 10 years kind of thing, and ensure that organization can adapt, innovate, and thrive in a rapidly changing technological landscape. You have to, embrace the emerging technologies. At the same time, you have to see that how long this technology is going to support you, and whether that kind of technology your internal resources can really accept or not. Aspects which are, to be considered for your management of technology: strategic planning, aligning technology initiative with overall business goals. Whatever is your business goals you are thinking for next 5 years or so, you have to align the technology. You have to see that this particular technology is going to align with your business processes in the coming years. Then you have to see that resource allocations, efficiently distribute technical resources. Do you have that kind of technical resources? Like maybe, manpower resources, hardware resources, software resources, and all, right? Risk management, see, when you are implementing some technology, you have to see that potential risks associated with the technology, security threats or system failures. You are implementing some highly automated systems. You have to be careful in seeing that whether you can really manage this kind of, very complex technology or very delicate technology or not. Do you have that kind of resources available within your organization or not? Innovation management, as I have been saying, that innovation is a mandatory thing for any organization to remain, ahead of your competitors. For innovation management also, the technology, there are various, software tools, hardware tools are available for innovation support, right? So like I said, that MATLAB is there, FabLab is there, then various software tools are there. So that can help you in innovation management. Project management effectively, generally, many organizations are into, execution of various projects, right? There are multiple, I think maybe more than 100 project management softwares are there, which effectively helps you in planning, then, workload sharing, time scheduling, cost managing, all these kind of things can be taken care with the help of this kind of softwares. Training and development. Training and development is an ongoing process. It has to be continuously there because more and more technologies you are adapting. Normally, at the time of buying any technology, you should also ensure that some amount of training is being given by the OEMs. In our days, whenever we used to, buy any technology or new machineries and all, the OEM was made to, agree that maybe 13 days training or 1 month training has to be given on that particular machineries or on that particular technology. So whenever you are adopting any technology, please ensure that your people are trained on those technology in handling the operations of the, machineries or a particular process or so. Performance monitoring and optimization, continuous monitoring the performance, the technical system, and optimizing them to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. So whenever you are, implementing any technology, please see that how best it can give the monitoring and optimization kind of facilities in it, right? Because it should not so happen. Suppose you are implementing, you are installing a continuous running plant. You have to see that different stages of the plant, some monitoring and control is there, so that somebody can go monitor and control the flow or monitor and control the temperature or other thing, so that you can always see, you can continuously monitor the outcome of that process. Vendor management or supply chain management is another important thing. And this is one of the very crucial. Vendor management or logistics management or supply chain management is another very crucial thing, which is largely influencing the performance of an organization. So there also, high robust, these software processes are available. So you can use those, and with the help of that, the efficiency and effectivity of the entire process gets better, right? And quality of your delivery commitment also helps to a great extent. So basically, effective management in these areas contributes to the overall success of an organization using this kind of technology, what you are implementing in your organization. Now, let's get into that. What are the, necessity of using tools for management of business, there are things like, sorry. Just be on hold. Just be on hold, right? You can see my screen now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the one thing I just wanted to emphasize that, there are certain technologies you should be
Sir, can
very,
you make this full screen? Some letters
yes,
are getting.
yes, let me see that. Okay. Mm, let me share this one, right? Still not full screen, right?
Not really, sir.
Still not full screen. Um, just a minute, let me see. Let me see.
So you show that no problem. Means only a few words maybe getting.
Just a minute, eh? Just a minute. Let me try on this one. Eh? Mm. Here, now you can see, but still not the full screen. I'll have to see how to make it full screen. Somehow not being able to do that, right? Okay, there are certain technologies which are, to be handled in a very, delicate manner. You have to have a restrictive practices for that. Why? Like technologies like nuclear technology driven weapons, right? They are very dangerous unless so long as you are using for peaceful purposes like nuclear thermal power and all is fine, but if it is for the weapons, that is very dangerous, right? Then biological weapons and virology also, as you all have seen that what is the impact of this one, right? Then artificial intelligence, if that is misused, then it is very dangerous, Then climate change technologies, then advanced nanotechnology, genetic engineering and synthetic biology, and space debris and weapons, right? space weapons and all. Now, it is important that, responsible development and use of technology, along with proper regulation and ethical considerations, are very important in mitigating the potential dangers associated with this technology. So whenever, if you are in a position to, handle this kind of technology, you should see that how you can control and do the restricted practices of this. Otherwise, this will create danger for the human life, not only human lives, but for the other lives as well as for our planet also. So these has to be taken proper considerations before adapting or implementing or using this kind of technologies, right? Now, aspects involved in managing technologies, as I said, that, aligning technology initiative with overall business goals and all, resource allocation, risk management, innovations management, then, project management, as I said, then cyber security is very important, life cycle management is very important, and collaboration and communication. Collaboration and communication is very, very important, particularly when you have multi-location operations. Suppose your operation is spreaded not only in India but abroad also. So whatever systems you should have a centralized or maybe multi locations servers, and same database is being used. And for project management also, whatever you are doing, it is, I mean, should be known to others. Many multinational companies, they have the centralized database, and from there they can find out different products, I mean, details, the pricing details, and other advantages of how the product can, I mean, bring features and benefits. All those things are available in their centralized database. So collaboration and communications are very important. Compliance, as I said, that ensure compliance, particular, I mean, these statutory compliances are very important, right? If you are not following the statutory compliances, then you may have to go for a high penalty, right? Then training and development we have discussed, because it's a continuous effort. Every organization must take care of training and development. Otherwise, your existing workforces needs to be upgraded, and you have to induct new manpower also. Performance monitoring every operations, whether it is a manufacturing operation, whether it is a sales operation. So continuously performance monitoring, that how much of for sales operations for that matter, what happens that you have a centralized database that they say blue sheet analysis, means how many customers you have visited on a particular day, who are the custom, what are the names and contact numbers of those customers, and which product you have, asked for this, I mean, pitched for selling, and what are the prices you have offered, all these kind of things. It is such a system that tomorrow, if you are not there, the person who is coming for your operation would be able to know the detail of that particular purchase and detail of that particular sales process. Same is for purchase operation and logistics operation also. Yeah. Now, what are the necessities of technology for management of business, right? So all these times we have been thinking of management of technology. Now let us think that what are the necessity of technology for management of business. See, basically business operations, you need to make it more effective. You need to see that your product quality, your product, quantity, everything is better than your previous conditions. Like efficiency and productivity is one thing. how we can improve efficiency and productivity by automations. If we do not do automation, then what will happen? It will be the quality will differ from one particular part to another particular part. Then automation means, the productivity goes high. The risk of error is gets minimized through automations, right? Streamlining the process means when human intervention is there, there is a possibility that the some differences time to time during some part of the day, a particular operator is operating from morning 8 o'clock to say 2:30 in the afternoon. So during this particular period, the processes he or she is using will be differing. Maybe what he or she is doing at around 10 a.m., maybe he or she may not be able to follow the same thing when the time is around 12:30 or 1 p.m., right? So streamlining the process and automation is very important. You have to apply that kind of technology for managing your business. Data management and analysis, right? Data management is very, very important. Data management, because data gives you the indication about various areas. You can derive many informations from the data. And that data storage means, suppose if you have a data storage for past 5 years, you can find out seasonal data, you can find out the weekly data, you can find out in a particular day how the various operations performance has happened, right? So data is very important. Data storage is very important. You should have that kind of system to have the data storage. And once you have the data, then analysis is very easy. You have to develop some analytical tool to, find out the informations from there. You can get that insights of the, data. You can identify the trends, and from there you can take the decisions also, right? Just a minute. Then communication and collaborations, as we said, that it is very important to have communication and collaboration tool, particularly project management, when you are, executing a, multi-country project. Then this kind of tools are very essential. Nowadays, video conferencing, web conferencings are very common. Not only that, this same database can be obtained from the servers also. Same database can be obtained from the project management software also. So there are many number of project management software or communication and collaborations tools which helps people spread, the employees spread all over the globe can access the same data. They can be on the same pitch. Particularly here, it is mentioning about the project management tools and collaborative platforms. So because in the project, it is very important that everybody in the same platform, same knowledge level. Okay. Customer relationship management, you all know that customer relationship management, it gives you details about the customer's data. How do you maintain the customer relationship? What are the products somebody has purchased? What are the warranties you have given to them? When you can, go for further in the next sale, means what product you have sold him, what are their facilities and benefits. Now you have a new products, you can approach to them. There's a new product has come, you can have some buyback facility and go back to them. So you have all the records of a particular customer, and you can go back to them timely manner and pitch your particular product for sale. Marketing automation, as you know, that in a customer relationship management, both marketing, sales, and service are associated to that. So whenever you are having this kind of system, it gives automatic alert, or you can generate many, reports from there that who are the customers having this particular product. So if a new product or a new, feature, upgradable feature has come, you can go and approach to them and say that, sir, you have this product, a new, retrofit has come. You can use this particular, or you can use the upgradation of this particular software. So that is how you can get the advantage and you can be closer to the customers. Supply chain management is very, very critical for any organization, both from the inventory control point of time, logistics optimizations, then, transportation optimizations, then, with this, channels, how the channels, dealer, distributors, their requirement, how to, ensure that they are fed according to their requirements of the product level. So supply chain management is very crucial, very complex operation, and it needs a very robust systems to ensure that your entire productivity, its channelization, customer satisfaction, everything is depending on that. Suppose you are thinking of buying a Maruti car of a particular color, and you are not getting it over, say, for more than 30 days or 45 days, you will be dissatisfied. But if the supply chain management tool or the system is very robust, then immediately the day you are looking for that particular model of car for a particular color, it reaches to the factory, and the factory immediately see that where it is lying idle for a reasonable period of time, then they can transfer that particular car to your location and you can get it. So this is really, really, really very crucial operation for any organization which has direct connectivity of customer satisfaction, dealer satisfaction, distributor satisfaction also. Financial management, accounting software, then online banking payments. These are all very important things. And everybody know that in most of the ERP, finance module is there, and finance module will have, particularly here, I know that many modules, many finance ERP, that management of fixed deposit. Every organization will be having multiple fixed deposits to the extent of maybe 200 number of fixed deposit. You have to see that which fixed deposit is getting over at what point of time, and you need to renew. You need to think that which, what amount of money to be invested to get the best interest rate and all. So it's a very critical. Every organization has got a financial management system in their ERP. Somebody using Tally, they say, mid-level, mid-segment operational requirement. But most of the, like SAP, then Oracle, they have the financial modules integrated in that. Then comes strategic decision making, business intelligence. Strategic decision making, whenever you want to do strategic decision making, you will always see what has happened in the past, what is happening now, and what can happen in the future. So you have to get into the business intelligence with the help of the data stored in your systems. You have to basically, in the descriptive analytics is about the what has happened, analysis of what has happened in the past. Predictive analytics is, what is going to happen or what can happen in the future. And prescriptive analytics is that what is that you are supposed to do to meet the consequences of the future, right? Globalization and market expansions. It is, all of you know that e-commerce, through e-commerce, you can expect the order from any part of the globe, and you can supply also from there. So you are open to the globe. You are no more a local company. You will be Once you develop your e-commerce platform, then you can sell it to any part of the globe, right? And virtual collaborations, right? Global terms can collaborate seamlessly through technology, fostering international partnership and business expansions also, right? So technology is essential for the management of business because it enhances efficiency. That is why we are, adapting technology, supports data-driven decision making, which is very important. Data-driven decision making, not on the basis of perception, not on the basis of whims, improves communications and collaborations, which is very important. Otherwise, there will be a lot of, if you are not in the same pitch, or if your employees are not in the same pitch, then there will be communications gap. And you cannot blame them. Probably you are expecting something, but they are doing something else because they are not having the same level of communications with them, right? And enables business adapt to the dynamic and competitive nature of the modern market. Here, if you fail to, collaborate with your employees, if you fail to communicate to your employees, then the decision making will be difficult and it will ultimately adversely affect the business operations. Technologies for managing, what are the technologies generally we are using? ERP we are using, as you all know, ERP you have practiced in your organization also. CRM we use, business intelligence and analytic tools. You all must be, hearing that Microsoft Power BI and all. Business intelligence and analytics is extremely important nowadays because your operations is generating huge amount of data. What are you going to do with those data? Are you throwing it away, your data? No, please see how the data pattern, you try to find out the pattern, try to find out the trend, compare with the other organizations. So business intelligence is very, very important, and by leveraging the analytic tool. Cloud computing, what is that? Here earlier day, even today also, some of the corporates, they believe in having their in-house server systems and in-house, software group and all. But many organizations are switching to SaaS model. They are going for AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Cloud, and all. So cloud computing is very, popular these days. You can anytime without much of investment, you can access many facilities. You can enhance storage facilities. You can ask for some particular kind of software. Means it is cost efficient. You need not pay upfront. You need not do the investment upfront, but you have to pay on regular basis, maybe, annual basis or maybe half yearly basis. You can pay and take the service, right? So cloud computing also is one of the way you can manage your business. Big data technologies, here the big data or huge data, whatever you are saying, that large volumes of data you are generating through your business, and you need to do the analysis of that data for finding out or for deciding your future path. Then e-commerce platform enables business to expand to the global reach, to every corner of the globe, right? Okay. Then digital marketing tool. Digital marketing tool is very popular and being used. Nowadays, depending upon the product value, suppose a product costing somewhere around 10,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees, it is not justified for the direct, sales channel or direct salesmen reaching to the customers and trying to sell it out. So digital marketing tools, again, it goes beyond the boundary of the geographies. It goes to national level, it goes to the international level for projecting your particular product, features, and its benefits, right? It reaches to the larger audience, right? Collaboration and communications tool, as we have been discussed, that collaboration and communication, especially in a remote or distributed work environment, you have multiple locations. Many organizations, those who are in sales and service, they have probably 25 sales offices and maybe around 50 service offices, right? You need to do the collaborations through a particular portal. They might be having some systems which will be able to tell them that which location, which spare part is lying. Once they raise their indent, then the centralized or regional stores would be able to, send that kind of spare parts to that particular location. Or in that is not only spare part, but also the product also. So collaboration and communication tool is a must for every organization. Blockchain technology is generally for your government systems, because this whenever government comes out with a scheme like Sasthu Sati card and all, right, or student credit card and all. Suppose somebody is taking Sasthu Sati card and claiming some amount, right? Out of 5 lakhs, maybe he or she has claimed 2 lakhs rupees, right? If you know the administrator of a particular system who is handling the Shastra Sati card, portal, you can say that, see, I have taken 2 lakhs, you please delete that information, and you are getting eligible for another 5 lakhs rupees. But if you employ blockchain technology, you cannot delete. The data is distributed and every data is stamped. Every transaction is stamped and you cannot delete that transaction. So for any government scheme, whether it is Shastra Sati card or it is housing or whatever benefits they are giving, so when you think that some pilferage can happen, some, modification, moderation is possible on a system, then you should employ this blockchain technology. Then comes Internet of Things. Internet of Things is coming, it has come up, rather, I would say that it is using, it's a sensor-based technology, and sensor-based technology, using in manufacturing processes, service processes, and in all operations, even for agricultural operations. And you can put the sensors uploads the, data to the cloud, and there you do the, calculations, or you do the software, moderations in that, and find out that what is happening and do the decision making, and the same can be seen on your mobile phone. So Internet of Things is the buzzword of today and being used in many situations. And it happens in many sectors. It started happening in agri sectors. It started happening in manufacturing sector for maintenance of machines. That is, they call this, we know this, um, um, preventive maintenance, and this is called the predictive maintenance, right? You can predict the conditions of different parts of the particular machine and do the proper operations, service operations or maintenance operations in advance before it breaks down. Robotic process automation is, this is being used to automate the things, make it faster, make it work 24/7 to enhance the efficiency of any activities. Because human being, it has its fatigue consideration. So instead of employing human being, the robotic process automation is employed. Sustainable technologies means you have to see that technology what you are using are eco-friendly, right? It is not hampering the environment, it is not hampering the lives on the planet, and not, affecting adversely to the sustainability of the planet and human being. So this technology into business option can contribute efficient management, foster growth, and enhance long-term sustainability. These are all very important things to be considered. So this is what I have to tell you. Sorry, I do not know why the thing could not be, put into the, slideshow mode because of some difficulty maybe. So if you have any questions or if you want to have any comments, please, you are open for that.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. The simple thing is, I'm sorry, first of all, this technology, the day you are talking about technology really did something bad to me. Usually it doesn't happen that way. But today I was forced to take an update. My computer is still updating, 93% complete. So it's shut down suddenly, and now I don't know when the automate. You spoke about robotic automation, which is basically which can reduce your redundant work. Now it is. This was not my redundant work, but it forced me to take an update. I'm very sorry for that. I would request people to, since I have not given a right to everyone to unmute themselves, but I will give them the rights once they place in some questions. I would request you to please raise your hands on the in the chat box so that we can see you and ask you a question. But before that, the small thing that I could not do in the beginning, I will just shortly, which he has already done. He has introduced himself. I have heard in the YouTube, which is again automated. So that is why we could really listen to this. The Zoom was automated, so it went off. Otherwise, we could have been stuck. So by the time that people raise their hands, I would just shortly introduce Mr. Mukhopadhyay, who Mr. Mukhopadhyay is having a technical and management qualification from reputed institute for more than with more than 40 years of experience in Central PSU, HAL, State PSU, Webel, corporates like HCL, and multinational organizations like G Medical, BOC, Datex, Omeda, in different technology domains at various capacities, namely the National Service Manager Director, the Manager Director, Vice President, CEO, Managing Director in national roles. He is an astute and result-oriented professional and has successful stint in profit center operations, sales and service, business management. In fact, we'll be involving him more often for different talks and different moderations that we take on these issues. He is also has worked with the HAL, as I said, for more than a decade on production, assembly, and testing of avionics system in fighter aircraft and missile systems. He was responsible for national operation of the MNC Medical Equipment Company and reputed IT company as National Service Manager and Vice President. He has a long experience in strategy planning and implementation, business management of SBU, business development, project management, client relationship management, and he has served as the managing director of Webel, a state nodal agency for the Department of IT and the government of West Bengal. Thank you, sir, for taking this class. This was really a master class that I could call it. It can definitely be taken further to a bigger class. But for the time being, may I request once again, people, if you would like to say something, please raise your hand, and then I can unmute, because otherwise, if I unmute all of you, there might be a chaos. I understand there might be a few questions. But till that time, I'll just ask just two questions to Mr. Mukhopadhyay. One is, you said, like, I could face this today. You said this about this RPA, which the robotic process automation, which actually helps you in doing the redundant works. And the problem that I faced today, that I was actually, I don't didn't have any say on either to update or not to update. What do you say about that? Means how means is that how these things have been designed, or is it something that comes by design, means comes by thought and much of a planning?
No, I appreciate your problem, but what happens, that every system has its limitations. Why the update was not happening? Maybe because of two things, maybe the communication channel, the bandwidth may not be good for that particular moment. When we are using a particular technology, the technology is not that it is not dependent on anything. The technology is also dependent, like you are operating your computer. It is dependent on communications, maybe Geo or your Airtel or maybe BSNL was not in its full capacity or not in the proper, situation. But these are to be considered as an exceptions, Maybe today you have faced it, out of maybe 365 days, one day you have a problem. So in Bengali, there is a saying, Jantre Jantrona. Means if you have many, like your geyser fails sometime, your microwave fails, but it fails once in 365 days, right? Or twice in 365 days. So, but other days you are happy with that. But, we are mentally used to always, have the good side of it, and we do not at all accept the bad side of it. So you have to see that out of 100 days, 99 days, it is working fine, and one day it may not work fine. That needs to be accepted. You have to be a bit more tolerant.
No, I understand. And the only thing, I mean, sir, since I'm a Bengali, I'm an Indian, I'm a Bengali, the only thing that I missed today is, had it been a person who had done this, I would have definitely got back to the person telling what is happening. This is not the way it should happen. But yeah, I have nothing to say. Okay, so the next question, I cannot see any hands till now, but I'll ask you one more question, which I think is very important. Is technology. You said about sustainable technology.
Right.
Now, the more we use technology, do you think really it stays sustainable? What about the carbon print? What about the computers that are defunct? What about the mobiles that we stop using? Uh, does really
Absolutely,
technology feel
absolutely
sustainable?
true. That is why these are you know about these sustainable development goals of United Nations, 17 points they have mentioned. That is why we are slowly, leaning towards renewable energy to reduce carbon footprint. A lot of government, strictures are coming. The awareness has come, maybe, around 7 to 10 years before, and still in some of the underdeveloped countries, it is still not picking up that way. So we are getting day by day, we are getting into this, and we are being careful. That is what I was trying to say, that whatever technology comes, do not start utilizing it, do not adapt it to your systems, because it has its other side also, that good side you are getting, but maybe more than good, it is giving bad thing. Like electric vehicles also. Many people are saying that we are now going to implement or going to accept electric vehicles. But for generation of that electric, what are you doing? You must be, burning some fossil fuel, right? So that kind of, comparison, that kind of discussion, that kind of, comparative evaluations are being done. So the everybody is now thinking of a sustainable energy, which does not pollute the environment, which does not become a threat to the lives in this planet. So this awareness is definitely increasing, and people are taking into, proper care that shall I implement this or shall I not? Be different government is thinking about it. Now people are considering that from water, hydrogen will be extracted, and using that hydrogen, cars will be driven. So this kind of technological development people are also considering. So with the objective that we do not pollute our environment, neither lives on the surface nor on the water should get affected adversely. We should keep the good things for our next generation. If we really love them, we should keep good things for our next generation. So technology is definitely being targeted to develop, keeping these things in mind.
So nice, sir. Well, thank you, Vinsai. But unfortunately, I cannot see any more hands today. But I understand this is 7:30, and maybe people were. That's my fault. We could have started exactly at 6:30. In that case, we would have had more hands. But I'll ask means before we close in that case, and I give on the chat box the link to e-certificates. Just one more thing. Means the last thing that you said, we should keep something for our children. Just an anecdote I would like to share with you. You know what is happening when suppose I'm traveling. Suppose I'm talking to a younger person. Maybe I'm also young at the moment, and you are younger than me in terms of the knowledge that you would like to have. But these people whom we interact on the road, on the bus. Last day I just told one person, a young person who was throwing a plastic on the road. I said, boss, it's not even 10 meters on the right hand side. I can see it was on a Howrah station. I can see there's a dustbin. Why do you put it here? You know what will happen when this is not going to, your future is going to be, আমার future নিয়ে ভাবতে হবে না প্লিজ আপনারা ভাবেননি আমরাও ভাবতে পারছি so it's a very 20 means catch 22 situation. You don't know means what we have done means we have really done not good to the sustainability of the earth, of the planet. Now when we try to say something, it comes back to us. You have not done it, why do you care about it? I don't know how. This is a big dedication
I
we
would
need to.
say that you have done your things and it has its impact also. On your face, he might have said so just to due to his ego, but it has gone into his head. Definitely, it has gone into his head, and probably next time he will remember your saying before practicing similar kind of thing. You have done rightly, and that has definitely an impact on him. Maybe on your face, just to, satisfy his ego, he responded like this, but it will remain with him. Whatever you have done, please keep doing. I also sometimes do say that somebody spitting on the road. I said that what is fun in that? How, how do you get so much of spit too? So,
Yeah, so nice. Sir, it was nice listening to you. Just Emin Mikey just left a few minutes ago. He has
Mhm.
sent me a WhatsApp thanking you. He
Mhm.
he could not, since you were talking at that moment. He did not want to disturb you. Mr. Mikey has said thank you to you. We will share the on the chat box after we finish this in about another 30 seconds. The link to the e-certificate link. So thanks to Mr. Mukhopadhyay. Thanks a lot for taking this session. We are thinking of having longer sessions in physical format where he would be a good resource person to really make us understand exactly how to manage the technology. Means, as the topic was today, technology for management and management of technology. It is very important that as I went through whatever he said, these were theoretical, but we were when if you really match it with the daily day-to-day activities that we do, maybe in that case we will understand exactly where we must do more and where we must stop doing something that we are doing. So
Absolutely.
there is a very thin line, and it is
Mm.
this topic, sir. To be frank, I would like to uh, put it on record that this topic that you chose was really interesting, and it really was very something that I was looking up to, a very interesting topic, and we might have more workshops on this kind of a topic. So thanks a lot on behalf of the
Thank
Calcutta
you.
Management Association to you for taking this small members forum. To all the people who have joined us, we will be having our members forum twice every month, and we also have a quiz, a CMA quiz. Please visit our website. From Monday, we'll be showing that. And next Saturday, we have the quiz. And most of you might be knowing that in the quiz, we give away gift vouchers. Give Amazon gift vouchers. So you there's a possibility of winning some prize money out of that. So thanks a lot, everyone. CMA is trying to do its bit, and we hope that you will also support CMA in whatever it's doing. Mr.
Absolutely.
Mukhopadhyay,
Thank you.
thanks a
Thank
lot.
you very much. And I'm very happy to, interact with the members. I'm also a member by now, and we'll look forward to similar sessions, maybe on project management and operational management, maybe some other day, some other time.
Yes,
Thank you all. Thank you.
with you, we have a gamut of things to give to the general management.
Absolutely. I'll be very happy. And I would have been happier had there been some more interactions because I could share my experiences that what are the problems I faced, what are the challenges I faced and all. So
We'll
thank
soon
you.
have a physical meeting. In that case, the interaction will be more. We appreciate once again, as I said, technology has its constraints. We
Mm,
cannot force anyone, but once we start with the physical once again, in the way that we used to do in 2020, 2019, we would
right.
have questions. I know that.
Okay. 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 Okay.
To all the
Thank
participants, please be on hold for about 30 more seconds. I'll be sharing on the chat box the e-certificate links. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.